Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? Today we are going to talk about essential oils for deep sleep. Sleep is super, super important because, first of all, it enables the body to repair and be fit and ready for another day. Also, did you know that sound sleep can actually help prevent excess weight gain? It can help support healthy heart function, and it can even lessen the duration of an illness. Also, the brain is super, super active during sleep, which carries out many important functions, such as fighting disease and developing. When we don't sleep well enough, or if we don't sleep well at all, suffice it to say, we have problems. So I've had my own issues with this. Ever since I was a young girl, I've had a very active mind. Sometime in my 20s, I started having a hard time shutting it off at night in order to go to sleep. By the time I was in my late 30s and early 40s, I got to the place that I'd fall asleep only to wake up again a few hours later and then not be able to get back to sleep. It was really, really affecting my health, especially my adrenal function. I even had an adrenal test run and I was flatlined. It was rather embarrassing. I had hardly any adrenal function at all because I was that stressed out, and sleep played a big part in it. That's bad. I was pretty desperate. So I tried a lot of different things and then I just gave up, figuring this is just the way it's going to be. This is how my life is going to be. It is what it is. Yeah. Then I started learning about something called a healthy sleep routine. And I found some pretty neat options to help me get that deep sleep that I craved. So here's what you need to know. The last 2 hours of each and every day are crucial for healthy sleep. Having any kind of blue light on will stimulate your eyes and fake your brain into thinking that it's still daylight. Blue light can come from TVs, it can come from phones, computers, tablets, all the things we love to look at in the evening, right? I'm telling you though, finding something non electronic to do for the last 2 hours before bed will be one of the best things you can do for your sleep routine. Here are a few suggestions. Maybe you can pick one that you like. You could read a book. You can call an encouraging friend. Notice I said call, not text. You can play a board game with a spouse or a roommate. You can listen to some soothing music. Practice a hobby, maybe draw, do some artwork, a craft, something with your hands. No screens. I'm sure you can think of more. But when you do these types of things instead, you're subconsciously telling your brain to start getting ready to sleep. A few things you don't want to do those last few hours before bed. Anything work related, seriously, shut it off, put it away, save it for tomorrow. It's all going to be okay without you for the night. Eating. Believe it or not, when you choose to eat at bedtime, you're actually waking up your internal organs. And that's hard on your body because your metabolism actually slows down during sleep so that your body can focus on other restorative things. When you eat, you're asking your digestive tract to go to work when it's actually really wanting to slow down. That can cause other problems, weight gain, other issues. It's just hard on your body. So try not to eat. It makes it easier for it to actually sleep. Drinking right before bed. Now, by that I mean drinking water. Maybe this one's obvious, but the water's got to go somewhere, right? So guess who will likely be getting up to pee in the middle of the night? We don't want to be doing that. Any kind of stimulant, like whether it's chocolate or caffeine, anything else that's stimulating, you don't want to do that right before bed. Even if you think, like my husband has told me for years, oh, he can drink a cup of coffee and go straight to bed. Yeah, over time, that has had a hard impact on his health. And so he's now drinking decaf at night. He loves his coffee, but he's drinking decaf at night. So that's a good thing there. Lastly, believe it or not, drinking alcohol right before bed can actually disrupt your sleep. Most people feel a relaxing effect when they drink alcohol. So you'd think it would actually help you sleep. But instead, the opposite is true. It can actually relax your airways to the point that it can contribute to snoring or even sleep apnea. It can also disrupt healthy sleep patterns, especially your REM sleep. Your REM sleep is really, really important for a lot of the other things that your body does when you sleep, as far as restoration and things like that. If you want to have a drink of alcohol, wait at least an hour per drink that you have before heading to bed. That way your body will absorb it and it won't have that effect on you as much. Also, the last half hour before going to bed is super helpful in signaling to your brain that sleep is coming. Having a consistent and relaxing routine will go a long way toward helping yourself be ready to knock off when you get into bed. Here are a few things that I do most nights. I shut off almost all the lights in the house about a half an hour before bed. I take 2 Serenity soft gels. I'll talk about those in just a minute, with just enough water to get them down, but no more because I don't want any extra water in me. Turning on my bedroom diffusers. Dave has one. I have one, each on our sides of the bed. Getting those going before I get into bed. And then I have my bathroom routine. I'm sure you have your own too. I care for my teeth, the blushing, flossing, the On Guard mouthwash, but also washing my face and using calming essential oils on my face. There's a blend that doTERRA has called Immortelle. Love it. There's also another one called Yarrow Palm, and both of those are great for the skin, and they're very, very calming in their smell. I love that. Sometimes I take a bath with Epsom salts and a blend called Serenity. It's an essential oil blend. Or if I don't want a bath, I might soak my feet in Epsom salts and Serenity. Very calming. At my bedside, I have several roller bottles with my oils in them. Now, most of them are for specific health issues that I'm working on, but a couple of them actually help me sleep deeply, and they do. So here are a few things that I will not be without to help me with my sleep routine. The first one is the Serenity Essential Oil Blend. I absolutely love this blend. It is amazing. It's called the Restful Blend for a reason because it actually goes into the brain and helps you to just calm down and get to sleep. This stuff's the bomb. Now, many people might be going, why isn't she talking about lavender? Isn't lavender the sleep oil? Yes, it is. This is lavender and it's delightful. I like lavender a lot, but I'm kind of a weirdo when it comes to lavender. It helps pretty much everybody sleep, but not me. It doesn't do for me what the Serenity does. I much prefer the Serenity. Serenity is the bomb for me. Now, in my husband's diffuser, we usually have something to help him support his breathing because he can tend to need a little support in that area while he's asleep, if you know what I mean. So Breathe is actually the respiratory blend that doTERRA has. That's a wonderful blend to have in a diffuser while you're sleeping. It helps to keep things open, helps him to be able to sleep better because he's breathing more easily. Another one that we've been using recently that I really like the smell of is something called Air X. This is delightful. I absolutely love this, and either one, either the Breathe or the Air X will go into Dave's diffuser. So now the second thing that I really love to have that I will not be without is my vetiver essential oil. I first got to know vetiver when I was teaching in the classroom, and I used vetiver to be able to help the kids settle down. It's actually, I have a test taking blend that I love, and vetiver is one of the components to my test taking blend. It's very calming, it's very grounding, and you know what? They make it in a roller bottle, and when they have it in the roller bottle, it's actually easy to take and roll right onto the bottoms of your feet right before you go to bed. When you put something on the bottom of your feet, your whole body absorbs it. It goes throughout your whole entire body, and it actually can help your whole body to just bring things down a few notches. I love vetiver. It knocks me out. Another thing is Serenity soft gels. Now these things, I take two of them about a half an hour before bed with just enough water to get them down. This has essential oils in them, as well as something called L-theanine. L-theanine is actually something that comes in green tea. It's the reason why green tea is not as caffeinated, doesn't have as much of a caffeinated effect on your body as black tea. Green tea actually has as much caffeine as black tea, but green tea has L-theanine in it. And so they've added the L-theanine in it, and it helps to calm things down. That's why there's such a difference between green tea and black tea. Isn't that cool? So L-theanine is wonderful to help support deep sleep, plus the other essential oils in there. Now, some days, not very many, thankfully, but some days I am feeling particularly worked up about something when I am trying to go to bed. Something's on my mind, something happened interactively with somebody else, I'm bothered about something, and I just am, the Serenity I know is not going to do it for me. That is when I turn to Adaptive. Adaptive is an all natural supplement that helps me to get calm, that helps me to let go of the stuff before bed. Now, I want to tell you, neither the Serenity soft gels nor the Adaptive capsules force your body to sleep like some prescription meds can. These will not help you end up with you having a hard time waking up the next morning. Why? Because they work with your body to help your body to do what it wants to do anyway, to sleep, right? All right, now and then I like to change it up with the oils that are in my diffuser. And so that's when I will pull out my cedarwood essential oil or even some of the citrus oils. And my two favorites are wild orange and lime. I love these oils. They smell delightful. Now, if you have citrus allergies, like there's a problem with cedar pollen that you don't do well with, not citrus allergies, cedar allergies, and you have a hard time with cedar pollen, this is not has not got any pollen in it. This is actually distilled from the wood of the tree. So it shouldn't have any kind of a negative effect on you if that's you. Also, a lot of people use citrus oils because they're very invigorating and it helps them to feel happy. It does that in your mind too, but also in a relaxing kind of way when you're going to sleep. So both these are my favorites, but any citrus oil will be wonderful to help you go to sleep. Plus, I love the way they smell. So, where should you start? I would tell you to pick one thing, just one, and begin there. What do you do in the few hours before bed? Do you have a bedtime routine? Maybe start there and change some things up. Maybe find one thing to do tonight instead of watching a screen and see how much that helps you. Now, you'll likely need to do this for a while before seeing the results if that's the only thing you change, but it will go a long way toward getting you to the place where your body's actually looking forward to sleeping when your head hits the pillow. Do you have a diffuser? How about some top quality essential oils? If you don't have doTERRA, now would be a great time to get them. There's a link in the description that will take you directly to my favorite sleep solutions, and you'll get a wholesale customer membership for a year when you purchase that. So, sleep is so important. I want you to comment below if you have questions or feel free to reach out. My email address is in the comments. I would love to be that person that helps you get the sleep that you need. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face to shine upon you and give you his peace.